Introducing the Gronk Thunder. Yes, the ultimate value in mountain bike or all-purpose bike or bike for the tall guy running around town. This bike has got so much features, guys, like unbelievable, and accessories that it comes with, and you won't believe the price point. I'm telling you, you're not gonna believe the price. But before I tell you the price, you could be as tall as you are, this bike will take you. It's got big tires. It's 26 by 4. They're 4 inches wide, so they're pretty broad. And you got the full works. You got disc brakes. It's not hydraulic disc brakes, it's mechanical disc brakes, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. You got a premium stand, premium frame, typical stuff, 48 volts, 15 amp hour battery. And yep, disc brakes in the front too. Spoke wheels make it nice and light. You got suspension in the front and rear. Kind of rear tail integrated light. We'll talk about that a little bit more to work with your brakes and everything. So when you mash the brakes, it lights up and stuff. You have got a color display, guys. Check this out. Fully color display that is easy to see in the day. Can you believe it? Yes. Now you're probably saying, oh, but X, where's the front fender? Where's the rear fender? I can assure you, it came with a front fender, came with a rear fender, came with a basket to hold stuff at the back, came with a bike lock, came with a cell phone holder to hold your cell phone, came with rear view mirrors, came with a bicycle pump. I mean, this bike came with everything. I'm just not using anything because I like this rugged off-road kind of, makes me feel like I'm going in the trail kind of a look. I don't need fenders if I'm going in the trail. You know what I'm saying? I like this kind of a look. This bike, ladies and gentlemen, is a whopping, with everything I just told you about, $799 right now on sale, with all the accessories, the air pump, the cell phone holder, the rear view mirrors, the bicycle lock, you name it. The basket, the rear metal basket at the back to put all your stuff and strap it down. Everything. The fenders, front and rear fenders, although they're plastic, they're still sturdy. And both the headlight in front, tail light at the back is integrated. And guys, I've gotten up to 31 miles an hour on this odometer. 31 miles an hour. It says it's unlocked for up to 32. 7-speed shifter on here. I can get 1 through 7. Typical bell, nothing fancy, right? You can always upgrade that. The lights, nothing fancy on the lights, but you can always upgrade the lights too. I mean, this does a horrible job at night. I mean, it just shines a little speck of light, right? So, but it is a light nonetheless. Comes with a light. The rear light's integrated, although you can see it's all tight strapped up, right? This is kind of like my homemade strap up situation over here. And that's because this integrated light is meant to work with the basket. And I don't want a basket on the bike, man. I just like the off-road look. So I just opted not to put on the basket and use these clamps that came included to kind of clamp up the rear light. It even comes with a Gorilla Guard, right? I had to put that on. This is a Shimano. It's an MFT Z500-7. But this 7-speed is a heavy 7-speed. So the bike will go up to about 28 miles an hour pedaling, but there's no ghost pedaling here, guys. When you go on that 7th sprocket, that small sprocket over there, you can literally pedal this bike up to 31, 32 miles an hour, at least on the odometer. That's what it says. It even comes with this bottle holder, and it's adjustable. So you just loose the bottom there and you can adjust it bigger or smaller for whatever type of bottle. Maybe you're carrying water today, maybe you're carrying a big water tomorrow. Just open it and close it to adjust it to whatever size you're taking, and then lock it off to hold it in place. It has an inner and outer, the chain guard, to prevent it from jumping off on either side. So that's pretty cool too. I mean, a lot of good features on this bike. The seat can adjust really high, really low, and this bike is it's just a looker. And it comes in multiple colors too. I think it comes in like a black and like a orange kind of a color. I'll show you guys on the screen, but it comes in a variety of colors. I like this color. It's just simple. It even has holes in front here. It looks like it's for the for a front basket, although I will never put on a front basket. But yeah, this bike is overall, let me tell you guys, value. If this is the type of bike you're looking for, this off-road capable bike, or you want to go off-roading on the weekends with your family or your kids or by yourself in the trail, this is it. this is it. You know, do I wish it had rear suspension? Absolutely, but $7.99, I'm not gonna complain. Do I wish it had hydraulic brakes? I mean, they're already there. They put the disc. Why didn't they just put the hydraulics, right? I would actually prefer to pay like $100 more and get a disc hydraulic version as opposed to disc cable, but you know, that's just because all the bikes I'm used to riding are hydraulic brakes. But the brakes do work. I'm not gonna complain. They do work. They do work. And the battery, I like the fact that the battery's underneath and it's got a little splash guard, so if water splashes up, there's like it wraps around the frame as opposed to just fitting in the frame, so it prevents water from leaking in there. Look at this, the power button is pretty simple. You just tap it out to turn the power off and tap it to put the power on. Very convenient. And if you want to charge it, you could charge it in the frame, out the frame. You just pull this little plug right here, this little plug right there, boom. The front shocks work really well. They work good, especially going over bumps and stuff. Really helps to cushion the ride. So the front shocks are pretty dope. As long as you're willing to do some pedaling, you will get some good mileage out of this bike. It's not like it's built to just run on battery, although you can. Once you go into the first speed, you can use the throttle here, which is, I love this throttle. It's very easy to use. You don't have to worry about wringing your hand with the regular half twist throttle or full twist throttle. Very convenient to just go on the throttle and get going. And the beauty with this is once you're in mode 0, there is no throttle engagement. You actually have to go into the first mode all the way through the 5th mode if you want this throttle to work. The bike is pretty light. I think it's like 80 pounds or something like that. Yep, it's got its own QRONGE motor branded here at 48 volts. Yep. And the motor does run. It's reliable. It's good. Yeah, granted, I've only been using it about a week, but it's solid. I mean, this bike just, it runs, it works. It's got this really cool handlebar that makes you feel like if you're on a motorcycle. Out of the box, 20 miles an hour, you're locked at, so you do have to unlock the bike. It's really easy. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys want me to do a YouTube short showing you how to unlock this bike. I'll probably do it anyway, but let me know in the comment section below. I don't know who DDK is, but it's a very broad seat. And that's probably because there's no rear suspension. If you look at it, it's really puffy and it flexes, it bends and stuff, and that's probably to absorb some of the bumps while you're on the trail. And of course, the big tires help to absorb the bumps too, but the front suspension, just invaluable. Yeah, if I had 2 upgrades I would wish this bike would have, would definitely be the hydraulic braking system and a rear shock. In case you want to get your battery out, you just twist the key, but twisting the key doesn't let your battery drop out on you. There's a clip here that you have to depress to let the battery out as well. So while you turn the key, you have to release this lock. Open the lock and then turn the key for it to fall out. So that's a good safety mechanism to avoid you having to lose your bike. And it does come with 2 keys, so that's pretty cool. Now, unboxing this bike was pretty simple. As you can see, it came mostly assembled with the back wheel. The seat was off, but it's just one of those quick release seat hatches, so it's easy to just pull the plastic off, slip it on, and lock it in place. That's a no-brainer. The handle came loosed off and all padded up and everything, so getting the handle on was pretty simple. I had to put on the handlebars, but everything came on, pretty much was assembled on the bike and tight. And of course, the front wheel. They never ship these bikes with the front wheels on, so it's just a matter of popping the front wheel in, tightening it up. I would say that was pretty much the hardest part. If it's your first bike, just take your time and follow the instructions and just, you know, get it done. If you really like to ride, and I mean pedal, not just use the throttle and have it do all the work for you, but you really enjoy riding, I believe that you will really enjoy this bike. This bike can take up to 400 pounds, so it can handle a lot of weight, and that's important if you're a heavy dude. Now, the acceleration isn't like crazy fast. You can tell it's not really a speedster, and that's because it's more built for you to ride and have fun with and use these pedals, which is really good. So the acceleration is not anything off the line crazy compared to other e-bikes. I mean, it's good. I find the acceleration to be smooth, and that also helps to save the battery and give you longevity in terms of battery life. This bike is rated to go up to 70 miles. I don't know if I'll get 70 miles out of it. I can't see myself riding 70 miles. Typically in my riding experience, give you about 30 miles conservatively, 28 to 25 miles aggressively. and that's using the throttle. I do believe you can get up to 40 miles if you use a lot of pedaling. And my knees are kind of shot because I used to race sport bikes and fall on my knees and grate my knees out. But if you got good knees and good legs, strong legs, you probably can get up to 50 miles, I think. 70 miles is kind of a stretch, but look, these bikes get tested under ideal circumstances. It does have a cadence sensor, so that's good. You would think that a bike like this that's geared for pedaling primarily would come with a torque sensor, but it does have a cadence sensor. But as I said, it's not very aggressive in the way it rolls out the power, so it does feel a lot more like a torque sensor, even though it's cadence. Torque sensor actually measures the pressure that you're applying to the pedal and determines how much energy to release from the battery, whereas the cadence sensor depends on what mode you're in to determine how much energy to release. The other thing worth mentioning is that the motor on this bike, they say, can release up to 1200 watts of power. And I do believe it, even though it releases it smoothly. If you keep pedaling, this thing will keep releasing more power, and it does feel about 1200 watts because I've gotten up to 31 miles per hour on this display, pedaling as fast as possible, and it does feel like about 30 miles an hour to me. It feels pretty fast. And even though these brakes are not hydraulic, they work. They don't lock up the tires and screech, and yes, they will take more servicing over time, but they're adequate. There is one thing that really annoys me on this bike, and that is the handle grips. The handle grips are very firm, very, very stiff. I definitely would want something a little softer and plush, even though in my 20, 30 something miles of riding every day, I don't really feel it in my hands, to be honest. I thought I would have felt it more because these grips are really hard, but I don't. But I do know a softer grip would definitely feel much better. I know that. And what I really, really like about this is that the power button, if you notice here, it is recessed. So while you're not even looking and you're paying attention to the road and you're riding and you're toggling between the plus and the minus, you don't have to worry about hitting the power button and shutting the bike off because it's recessed. What makes this bike so special is the build quality, the price, and the amount of accessories that you get. And that's why I like to review bikes that are unique, because there's so many bikes, styles, and brands that's on the market. And I feel like the price point and the accessories and the build quality of this bike is what really makes it stand out. So I hope you found this video helpful. I will leave a link to this bike and to the website in the description section. So head over there and buy yourself a QRONGE Thunder. I think you really will enjoy this bike. With that being said, hit me up with any questions you have in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them for you. If you're thinking about purchasing this bike and there's a thing or two that I didn't mention, hit me up in the comment section, or think about becoming a patron. It's $1 a month. That's $12 a year, and you can get direct access to me on my phone on Patreon. It's like sending me a text message. Also, if you're into drones, I make a ton of drone videos, so be sure to check out my channel and find a drone that's suitable for you. And if you do fly your drone professionally, or you're serious about cinematography and video editing, and you do shoot in log or cine-like footage, then check out my LUTs at www.dronexfactor.com. I've got a pack of 60 LUTs there that is bound to suit your drone footage. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you hit like, subscribe if you like this video. If you're looking for more bikes, check out this bike over here. If this is not quite your style, I've got another bike over here. Check that out. It's called the Big Dog. And if you're looking for something more commuter based, check out this bike over here as well. All right, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you pick up yourself a QRONGE Thunder like I did. I think you really will enjoy this bike, and I will catch you guys, well, in the next video.